Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudi Nashtuprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Seva Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhakti Nishtiki. So continuing with the discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 1, Questions by Vidura, text number 24 onwards. Tatastvat Virijya Surashtam Riddham Sovir Matsyan Guru Jangalansha Kalin Tavadyam Unamupetya Tatrodhavam Bhagavatam Dadarsha. Thereafter he passed through very wealthy provinces like Surat, Sovir, Matsya, and through western India, known as Kuru Jungle. At last he reached the bank of Yamuna, where he happened to meet Uddhava, the great devotee of Lord Krishna. The tract of land comprising about 100 square miles from modern Delhi to Mathura district in Uttar Pradesh, including a portion of the Gurgaon district in Punjab. Well, Gurgaon is now in Haryana. East India is considered to be the topmost place of pilgrimage in all of India. This land is sacred because Lord Krishna traveled through it many times. From the very beginning of his appearance, he was at Mathura in the house of his maternal uncle Kamsa, and he was reared by his foster father Maharaj Nanda at Vrindavan. There are still many devotees of the Lord lingering there in ecstasy in search of Krishna and his childhood associates, the gopis. Prabhupada says, there are still many devotees of the Lord lingering there. There means in Vrindavan or in Braj, in ecstasy in search of Krishna and his childhood associates, the gopis. It's not that such devotees meet Krishna face to face in that tract of land, but a devotee is eagerly searching after Krishna is as good as seeing him personally. How this is so cannot be explained, but it is factually realized by those who are pure devotees of the Lord. So the devotees are eagerly searching after Krishna in Braj. In fact, in Shad Goswami Ashtakam, it is said that that 6 Goswamis were also roaming around in Braj in different jungles, asking, where is Krishna? Hey Radhe Vrajadevi ki, hey Nandasuno Kuta. So it's not easy to see Krishna and Krishna's pastimes. It's not at all easy. That's what Prabhupada is saying, that how this is so, because eagerly searching after him is as good as seeing him factually or personally. Because when one is eagerly searching after him, his whole, the heartfelt desire, the only desire in his heart is to see Krishna. When he has that mood, then he is seeing Krishna actually. Krishna's thoughts are non-different from his presence. So that's why Prabhupada also said at one place, those who say they have seen Krishna, they actually have never seen Krishna. It's not easy. So we have to search after him. We have to keep on looking for him. And whenever he wants, whenever he thinks we are ready, he can come and give darshan. So this is the mood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagated, is a mood of separation, or union in separation. That in separation, a devotee searches after him, prays to him, chants his name, serves him, serves his paraphernalia, serves his temple, serves his deity. But in a mood of separation, oh Krishna, when I'm going to see you? That, according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the highest mood of loving relationship with Krishna. Of course, we are not at that level to understand, but for us, it's just good enough to understand that we have to perform our services, our chanting, our dealings with others in such a way that we want to see Krishna. The mood should be that I want to see Krishna. I want to be with him. Like Gaur Govind Maharaj in his lectures, he would say, I have opened a crying school. Crying school means when does one cry? When does a baby cry? When he does not get what he's asking for, what he's desiring. So that those tears, when they come out of our heart, our eyes, that we haven't seen Krishna, where is Krishna? Then Krishna will show himself. And somebody asked Maharaj, what if we can't cry for Krishna? Then Maharaj said, you cry that you cannot cry for Krishna. It's deep. But anyway, our line is, or parampara is from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to serve him in separation. Philosophically, one can understand that Lord Krishna and his remembrance are on the absolute plane. And that the very idea of searching for him at Vrindavan in pure God consciousness gives more pleasure to the devotees than seeing him face to face. Such devotees of the Lord see him face to face at every moment, as confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Premanjana charita bhakti vilochane santa sadeva desha vilokayat. Yam shama sundaram achintya guna swarupam govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. Those who are in ecstasy of love of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shyam Sundar, Krishna, see him always in their hearts due to love and devotion service rendered to the Lord. Both Vidura and Uddhava were such elevated devotees, and therefore they both came back to the bank of Yamuna and met each other. So this bank of Yamuna is at Vrindavan, means they met at Vrindavan. Now this, Prabhupada hinted at in the purport about the service in separation. And this mood of separation, and the mood of separation that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagated, it's so intense, so deep, that a lover cannot live without the beloved in such a mood. That that pure mood can only happen between Krishna and his special gopis, especially Srimati Radharani. Today happened to be Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra. Of course, we discussed that we'll have Jagannath Katha on Saturday and Sunday. But what is Jagannath Puri? Why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu go to Jagannath Puri after taking sannyas? Why he didn't go to Vrindavan? Of course, one reason was Shachi Mata ordered him to go to Jagannath Puri. He wanted to go to Vrindavan, but Shachi Mata ordered him, no, you go to Jagannath Puri because then I'll get your news, because so many devotees keep on traveling between Navadvip and Jagannath Puri. But this was the external reason. Internal reason, as we know from Lord Jagannath's appearance, that Krishna, Balaram, they were in Dwarka, and Krishna would, although he was married to 16,108 beautiful queens, He was always remembering Brajvasis. Even at night, he would get up and he would be talking about, oh Gopis, oh Radhe, oh Yashoda, oh Nanda Baba. And the queens of Dwarka, they could not really understand that what is it that he cannot forget. We serve him so much, we give him so much of care and attention, and affection and love. Still, he cannot forget Vrindavan. What happened there? So there was Mother Rohini who was in Vrindavan with Krishna and Balram, and she came to Dwarka because she was wife of Vasudeva. No, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, Vasudevji. So she said, okay, I'll tell you all the wonderful pastimes that Krishna and Balram enacted in Vrindavan. But my condition is, as soon as Krishna and Balram, they even get a wind of these pastimes, they'll just come running here to the hall where we are sitting, and they'll disturb everybody, and they themselves will not be able to control themselves. So Subhadra, being the sister of Krishna Balram, she said, I'll guard the door. You start talking about the pastimes. So Subhadra Devi, she stood in the middle of the door, and Rohini Mata, she started speaking to all the 16,108 queens. So first she was discussing the childhood pastimes of Krishna and Balram, how they used to go around and steal butter from the gopis' houses, how they would let the calves go drink the milk of the mother cows, and how they would splash the milk and yogurt and butter everywhere, how they killed so many demons. And Krishna and Balram, as Roni Mehta had anticipated, they heard the beautiful pastimes, because these pastimes are so charming. They charm even Krishna and Balram, who had those pastimes, who happened to have those pastimes. So they came running. They came running, and they could not get inside the door because at the door Subhadra was standing. So they stood on both sides of Subhadra, and they were listening to their own pastimes. And then Rohini Mata spoke about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna with the gopis, whatever she knew of. Because there is a limitation. Rohini Mata is in the mood of Vatsalya, and Radharani's pastimes with Krishna and the gopis' pastimes are in Madhurya. So, as much as entitlement or eligibility is there, she could understand, but more than that, no. But Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra, what happened to them was they were listening, just listening to those pastimes. Of course, Subhadra wasn't there in Vrindavan when these pastimes happened. But listening, and Krishna Balaram, they kept on listening. And they got into so much of ecstasy listening to those pastimes, thinking of Vrindavan, thinking of the associates in Vrindavan. They went into the mood of separation. So in that mood, in that ecstasy mood, their eyes became big, and the hands and the legs, they just pretty much disappeared, or they got shrank. This was the mood of ecstasy. And since both the brothers were standing on both sides of Subhadra, her complete hands were completely shrunk because she could not contain it. And Narad Muni happened to pass by at that time, and he saw this form of Krishna, and he prayed to the Lord. When Krishna came back to his original form, because Rohini Mata stopped the pastimes, stopped narrating the pastimes. So Narad Muni, when he saw this form, he said, "Oh my Lord, this is such a beautiful form. You should appear somewhere in this form and give us this darshan daily." Then Krishna said, Brahmaji's first 50 years is a time for Nilamadhava, and next 50 years is my time as Jagannath. And I'll be staying in Purushottam Kshetra, Jagannath Puri. So this Jagannath Puri, of course, is not different from Dwarka. It's opulence wise. But at the same time, for those who know the internal reason, this is a place of separation. Jagannath ji is in the mood of separation from Brajvasis, especially Srimati Radharani. Jagannath ji is Krishna in the mood of separation. That's why his eyes are so dilated and his hands and legs are pretty much, they have disappeared inside him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is Krishna, but having taken the mode of Srimati Radharani, to understand the love of Radharani for Krishna, to understand the happiness she experiences when she is in love with Krishna. But that mood again is of separation. Because the love, the real love that Radharani experiences is when she is in separation from Krishna. So here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but in the mood of Radharani. So Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna, and Jagannath is Krishna who is in separation from Srimati Radharani. So this is Jagannath Puri. That's why it's called Vipralamba Kshetra. Vipralamba means complete separation. And when Lord Jagannath, he sits on his chariot and goes for a Yatra, of course, he tells Lakshmi ji in one of the Purana that he is going to his Masi's house. But Gundicha temple is non-different from Vrindavan. So Jagannath ji, or Krishna, in his mood of separation, he goes from Dwarka to Vrindavan to see or meet Radharani and Gopis. And of course, see, Krishna is also in mood of separation from Yashoda and Nanda Baba, but more so from Radharani. So that is why when we take part in this Jagannath's Rath Yatra, of course, people are praying to Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is very merciful. This is the external reason he is merciful for those who cannot come inside the temple to take his darshan, or for those who don't come inside to take his darshan. He comes out and gives them his darshan and gives them the opportunity to pull the chariot, gives them opportunity to offer him bhoga and prayers and whatever donation, so they can also get verified. But there is internal reason. For those who are in the right mood, right consciousness, Jagannath ji or Krishna gives them an opportunity to take him from Dwarka to Vrindavan. Just like gopis wanted to take Krishna's chariot from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. So Jagannath ji or Krishna gives us an opportunity to pull his chariot from Dwarka to Vrindavan, to let him, we try to make him meet Srimati Radharani. So Jagannath ji, Krishna, he gets very, very merciful towards those who come with this mood of taking him to meet Radharani in Gundicha temple or in Vrindavan. So that is his real mercy. That is the real meaning of Rath Yatra. So even if we're conducting Rath Yatra in Delhi or Calcutta or Mumbai or anywhere, our mood should be that. Of course, another mood is Oh Krishna, I'm not so pure, I'm so fallen. So I'm pulling this chariot. With the chariot, I'm pulling you towards my heart. So you come and sit in my heart. And so that I don't think of, or I don't go anywhere else. I don't have any other desire. Jagannatha Swami Nayan Pathakami Bhavatuna. You become the uh, the end of wherever my eyes can go. Nayana Pathakami. My eyes should only go towards you. That is my heartfelt desire. And of course, Krishna, while going to Vrindavan, he enacts many pastimes. Like for the past so many years, in Jagannath Puri, the chariot stops in the middle between Jagannath temple and Gundicha temple. So he spends a whole night on the road. And then tomorrow again he will start and then go. Or for you guys, it's today. So that is some of his pastimes. Maybe he's in so much of ecstasy or so much of mood of separation that he just can't find his way, so he stops in the middle. Or in so much of ecstasy that I'm going to meet Radharani, I'm going to meet the gopis, I'm going to meet Krishna, I'm going to meet Yashoda and Nanda Baba, that he, so much of ecstasy, his chariot stops. Anything can happen in ecstasy. So today also he will start again, and then he spends a whole night outside Gundicha temple, and next night he goes inside. Of course, these are all the traditions and all the functions that happen in Jagannath Puri. Very beautiful and very powerful pastimes. And there's another story behind Rath Yatra. Once Brahmaji came to Jagannath Puri, and he wanted to see this form of the Lord in Jagannath. Brahmaji came to Dwarka, to see Krishna. And somehow Narad Muni, okay, I'll stop here because I have to get all the details properly. So I'll tell this story tomorrow. It's again a beautiful pastime, beautiful story of Rath Yatra and of Krishna's form as Lord Jagannath. So anyway, coming back to the purport. So those who are in ecstasy of love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, see Him always in their hearts due to love and devotional service rendered to the heart. And when they are in so much of love and in separation at the same time, physical separation, they cannot think of anything else. They cannot. This is practically impossible. And this is what was happening to Vidurji at this time. That he was going everywhere, taking darshan of so many deities, and finally he reached Vrindavan, where he met Uddhava. So with Uddhava, he will have some talks, some conversation, because this is what Bhagavad Gita also says: when the devotees meet each other, they only talk about Krishna, and this is what gives them satisfaction. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. This gives them pleasure also, because this is the only source. When there's so much of separation, so much of thoughts of Krishna, and somebody tells them about Krishna, there's nothing like that. There cannot be anything like that. There's nothing more sweet and more life-giving process than hearing about Krishna for those devotees. So anyway, I'll stop here. Sorry, today I also covered only one shloka. See anybody have any questions or comments?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I would like to share with everyone this experience in 2012 when I visited Puri, Jagannath. temple
Okay.
in 2012 with family, and my mother was also there with me. The two things happened, which was, I would say, by the mercy of Jagannath only. Like we went in the daytime to visit the temple and get darshan of Lord Jagannath, and it was fully crowded, and like it was like a lot of pushing was happening, and people were like just wanted to see get the darshan of Lord Jagannath. And like I was talking to my mother and I said it's impossible to get that darshan today because the way we have been late, I think, and we are like on the end of the queue, and it's going to take hours and hours. Maybe in the evening we get that darshan. Somehow there was somebody whispered from the backside, and they said, okay, if you come in the late evening, you get a very good, beautiful darshan without any crowd. And we heard that, and we went back in the hotel. And around 9:30 in the evening, we came back. My mother was there, my wife, and the kids were there. And we went inside. I mean, the experience was so good. There was no crowd at all, and we just stepped
Mhm.
in without. There was no, maybe three, four people were there, and we went inside the garbh area, and we have taken a very nice darshan. Around it was 9:30, and it was late, and then we went inside and we had a very beautiful darshan, and it felt like just Lord Jagannath has opened for us that darshan, like we were taking the darshan without any hassles and all. So this was one
Yeah.
mercy from Jagannath. Another one was we have taken that the pot, the prasad which they give it in pot, and I was not aware. I just took one pot and took it. I mean, I've taken it back to the hotel, and then I was speaking. I said, I think it's not sufficient for the entire family to have this one pot of prasadam. I think it's less. Yeah, and my mother said it's fine. It's just have it. It's just prasadam, so we'll just have it. And I was just believing that it's not enough. It's a small pot, and but then when we poured it, the entire prasadam in the thali, it's enough for three four people to have it, and we had it with full satisfaction. And that was again, I think it's amazing thing. It's just a miracle that how a small pot contains so much of prasadam, and we had it and we were satisfied. So these two experiences was quite miraculous for me, having a darshan and this prasadam in a small pot. So it's just all because of the mercy of Lord Jagannath, I would say.
Yeah. It's a very mystical place, Jagannath Puri. Very, very mystical. It's amazing place. But
Absolutely.
thanks for sharing, brother. Looks like Radha Prabhu is about to share something
Thank
with
you.
us. Adiva.
Thank you so much, Vinay Prabhu. This miracle is what we keep witnessing every time we go there.
Oh
Small
yes,
part,
Prabhu.
small part we think, but we keep on eating from it and it never gets finished.
Seriously.
Prabhuji eats one small part of rabdi, and I wonder how. And in Jagannath Puri, our capacity also becomes very big. And when we are by the devotees there, so we go on eating and we wonder how did we finish so much, so many things, so wonderful. And it's something very difficult to understand these pastimes of Lord Jagannath. I was very sad yesterday. I could not make it to Jagannath, and I didn't do much effort to call devotees so that I could get some company. I was feeling very sad. But yesterday, Jagannath ji gave me such an experience. Whatever I would have witnessed in Bhuj Jagannath, I just saw the miniature, small thing about that in Pashchim Vihar Rath Yatra. So
Okay. Yeah.
I went there and the devotees went the streets and the avenues. It was so wonderful. We danced and did gifts and like anything. And I felt that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was leading the whole place.
Adiva.
And I didn't see one devotee
Haribo.
there in
Yeah.
that group. I have never met them at all. Surprising. I'm living in Delhi and I thought I know all the devotees maybe who are coming to this Rath Yatra. But it was totally new. It's like Jagannath Puri. Every time we go there, we come and but we are in a family, a big family.
Yeah.
So I think it is all by your blessings that I could get some glimpse of the Rath Yatra of yesterday.
It's all Prabhupada's blessings.
Yeah, for us it is coming through you.
Oh, Baba, come on.
Hare
Hemant Prabhu
Krishna.
likes to share something, looks like.
Yes,
Haribo.
Prabhuji, it's the same thing. I was really missing Rath Yatra, and I was remembering Jagannath ji standing outside for devotees. It's like so sweet and so nice, and really thankful to you. You have taken us couple of times, I think, to Rath Yatra and have some wonderful darshan, and you know, amazing, amazing. Best places we go there and see very nicely. Really thankful to you, Prabhuji, also.
Thanks to all of you. Thanks to Ashok Prabhuji for making wonderful arrangements every time we go. Chalo. So, Haribo. I guess we have to stop here. You all have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada.